So, hello, everybody. I am Adrienne Ronmark. I am a violinist in the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. I have been a member of the DSO since 2008 and a part of the DSO family for the past 40 years. The DSO prides itself on being a community supported orchestra as well as giving back to the community that we serve. And one of the ways in which we do that annually is through our Day of Service. This year, one of our community partners for the Day of Service is the Detroit Black Community Food Security Network. And I'm really excited to talk to Aziza Ford today. Hello, Aziza.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you. It's great to talk to you. Um, I want to learn more about the Detroit Black Community Food Security Network. I did a little bit of background research, and it seems like, no pun intended, you guys have roots in a lot of places. um,
Absolutely.
there are so many facets to your organization, whether it's from youth and educational programs, teaching food justice, environmental awareness, agriculture techniques, the actual farming, food prep, food policy seems to be high up on the list. So, can you give me just an overview of your organization, what your mission is and who is it that you serve?
So absolutely. Definitely we serve we tend to direct our services to African-centered communities. So not just people that are just like immigrants directly from Africa within the last, few years, but people that have been here since, since forever, since their whole lifetime. But yeah, as far as like serving these communities, like a lot of our communities are underserved, and we see ourselves as an outlet to provide that space that can be filled, to help um, take care of some of these issues. At the end of the day, the goal here is to provide food for not just lower income people, but definitely for all people of color, especially within the Black community. We look to provide socially diverse produce, whether that be black eyed peas and like collard greens or kale or turnip greens. We're looking to provide like a source of produce that our clientele, not just our clientele, but anybody that that we are in their space, we're in their community that they can relate to, that they can grab hold of, and I believe that that's what we're going for. Um,
Have you noticed with the past obviously eight to 10 months during this pandemic have been difficult for everybody? Have you noticed a real increase in the community that you're serving? How have the needs changed for your community, and how have you as an organization shifted to really help focus on those needs?
Absolutely. It's like, as far as the change, I feel that there's an urgency to prepare, especially for winter. And I see that all around. But we ourselves have had a difficult year during these very, I don't know, during this whole pandemic. It's been even some challenges for us during this year. So while people may be feeling that they have needed to, maybe stock up on certain food items and whatnot, um, we have not been able to, not that we haven't been able to, but just we would like, if this were to happen again next year, like all over from start to finish, we want to set ourselves up better so that we can be there as a reliable source for people to come to so that they can prepare for winter. But definitely I think people are more aware. People, all of the members at DBCFSN have heightened awareness on how, like, the not how, but just like the importance of just um sustaining, not 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 sustaining necessarily, but just the importance of having just just the food that you need throughout the winter to survive, throughout any time of the season to survive. And I think a lot of people are aware of that, and definitely people are, all of our folks are are doing their best to get ready for these times, because it's about to get really difficult, it seems.
Yeah. I have been socially dabbling in gardening myself over the summer, having a little bit more time. And in Michigan, we're just we like to experience 4 beautiful seasons, but it is definitely fall and the seasons are definitely changing. Are you able to sustain your growing season throughout the winter and offer fresh produce year round? How does that work for you as an organization?
So actually, this year we're going to give that a try. This is my first year as farm manager here at the farm at D-Town. I used to work for the organization previously as an intern coordinator. But I think this year definitely we plan to. There are things like carrots and spinach we plan on having to grow throughout the season, and also what else? Well, any greens like kale and collards we plan to prolong throughout the season. Anything that we can get going to keep going. And it's like, especially microgreens, like a crop like that takes 14 days to propagate, to come up to maturity. And then that has such a high amount of phytonutrients that would be able to provide the nutrients for a family for a meal. So I think we're starting to get into some of the work like that. Um, but
And
yeah.
how can the community, the larger community around you, how can we support the farm, the organization, in during this pandemic, during this time, during this change of seasons, especially, are you really looking for volunteers for helping? Are you looking for, donations, in-kind donations, monetary donations? Like, are you as an organization really looking for to help, fulfill your mission?
Monetary donations are always welcome, but honestly, if I were to say, just as the farm manager of the town, we could definitely use some time from people. We have a couple. We're in a transitional space right now. We're really committing to the no-till movement of farming, and that's just like not taking a tiller to your land at all, and just really letting that microbiome build up, and let that be a happy population. So if we have more folks to help us to, remove whatever debris that we have on site that we want to get rid of, and help us move some tarps around or anything like that, that would help us to move forward, and to be successful in the implementation of these no-till practices, which honestly, it takes, with the no-till practices, it just takes a lot of patience and patience and awareness to be successful in. And I think we need the support of the whole community in order for us to be successful in this endeavor.
Well, we're really happy at the DSO to be supporting the D-Town Farm and the Detroit Black Community Food Security Network. I've had a great time talking to you, Aziza. Is there anything else that you would want people to know about your organization?
Definitely. We are an African-centered organization. We look to provide access to not just lower income communities, but just African-centered communities, and to bring cultural food awareness, like around the crops that we grow. So we want to broaden the culinary knowledge among our communities, and to help open up that space, just be like, hey, you don't have to have a lot of dollars to buy organic, or to live a healthy lifestyle. We have everything that you need here to support that. But yeah, if anything, I would want to get that across, and that we're doing it, and that we're working towards doing it in a very sustainable way. Um, yeah, and that's what I would find to be important.
I think sustainability is such a key aspect right now in our lives, and just being in touch with the world around us. That's part of what we do as musicians, right? Is we share this creative art process with the people around us. And to me, I see the similarity with food and gardening and food production, and just having this awareness of the earth and awareness of your community, and being able to share, in those ways. I've really enjoyed sharing this conversation with you, and thank you so much, Aziza, for joining us today.